One killer YouTube video could completely change your life. It can give you the momentum to go from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in record-breaking time. Just like many of your favorite creators who became successful on YouTube because they had one video go viral. I've spent the past 5 months researching the biggest creators on this platform. And in this video, I'm going to review how to make a YouTube video that will blow up your channel. And it all comes down to 5 simple steps. The first step is by far the most important, yet also the most overlooked. You see, there are 2 different kinds of YouTubers. One of them pushes content every single week without fail and tries to win by overwhelming the YouTube algorithm with content. Go on time, set up a camera, hit film, talk to it for 10 minutes, post a video, and on to the next one. They get so caught up in the filming and editing process that they never actually leave time to think about what kind of content they are putting out. They usually end up doing alright, getting 200 to 1,000 views per video. And then there's the other camp who takes time to come up with the idea. They spend days, weeks, even months coming up with something spectacular. And then they film videos around those ideas. But when they do decide to upload a video, it's an absolute killer. Their audience loves it, the algorithm loves it, and their channel blows up. If you take a good look at MrBeast's channel, in 2023 he uploaded 22 videos. If he wanted to, he could have uploaded 1 video a week. But he decides to put 3 times more effort into his favorite video ideas because he knows that the idea is that important. And he says this himself.
Well, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I could spend less per videos if I want to. I'm just focused on making the best videos possible, period. I don't care about making money. I don't care about time. I don't care about anything. I just want to make the best videos on the planet.
A good idea will get you 1,000 views. A great idea will get you 1,000,000. You can film, edit, and make the highest quality video with Marvel CGI baked into it, but if no one wants to click it, that likely means your idea was uninteresting. So the first step is to come up with a great video idea. For me, what I do is take out a Google Doc and list out 100 potential viral video ideas. This could come from looking at the best performers within your niche, thinking about what ideas were successful outside of your niche that you could apply to your channel, and coming up with unique ideas that have never been posted on YouTube before. From there, you'll want to narrow it down to 20 ideas, the 10 ideas, and eventually a handful of ideas that you can post as viral video ideas. But after coming up with ideas, there is one thing that YouTubers completely neglect and leave to the end of the content creation process, when in reality, it should be one of the first things that they do. When you open the YouTube homepage, viewers are presented with dozens of videos to choose from. And with the addition of YouTube Shorts a few years ago, there is even less space for your video. If your video does not stand out from the crowd, it will not get clicked. And that's why you need to focus your energy on your title and thumbnail first. You might think, meh, the title and thumbnail aren't that big of a deal, right? Well, you want to think of your title and thumbnail as bait in a mousetrap. Without some tasty cheese to draw the mouse in, it is very unlikely that mouse will just randomly end up in the mousetrap. And that's not to say that you want to trap your audience, but it's a simple way of thinking about it. The more tasty and irresistible the bait is, the more mice we catch. And the more mice we catch, the faster our channel blows up. And, well, you know the rest. So what makes a great title and thumbnail? Let's compare some old and new YouTube videos from some of the biggest creators to see what mistakes they made and how they have improved over time. This video from Alex Hormozi, What I Would Do If I Had My Gyms, only applies to a small segment of the population, gym owners. So the chances of people clicking on the video is very low. For a video to blow up, you want to interest the largest number of people possible. Compare that to Alex Hormozi's recent video. Can you see how this title and thumbnail appeals to a wider audience? Now, not all of the information in this video may apply to gyms, but the guiding business principle that he teaches apply to all business owners, so gym owners will still click on this video. Or look at this old Cody Sanchez video that has small words inside the thumbnail and a weird red background to it, versus this new packaging that stands out. When I see this video, I read the title first, which says Millionaire Investor, and then I look at the thumbnail, which says Buy a Business for $0, which instantly makes me think, how can I buy a business for $0 and become a millionaire investor? Not to mention, the colors actually pop out, which makes me want to click it. Now, I'm not saying that you should spend 50 hours in Photoshop every single time you want to make a thumbnail, but you don't just want to design something that's aesthetically pleasing. You want to think about the psychology of getting the click. And that means thinking about how your title and thumbnail can work together to create interest and intrigue so that the viewer wants to click on your video. The best videos may not have the most beautiful thumbnails or the most complicated titles, but the title and thumbnail should work hand in hand to get the click. Look at one of Mark Rober's oldest videos. The thumbnail was probably taken with his iPhone and the title is relatively simple. But the title and thumbnail is nothing like I've ever seen before and makes me wonder, can I do that at my next party? So when I'm deciding my title and thumbnail, I write out 5 to 10 variations of the titles and ask my friends and family which ones they are most likely to click on. Or alternatively, if you have a social media following, you can ask them too. Once you finalize the title, get to designing the thumbnail. For the thumbnail, you can make a few variations and also ask your audience or your friends and family which one they'd click on. Once you've set your title and thumbnail, you are now ready to make the content of the video. This next step I'm about to share with you is perhaps the most disregarded step of them all, yet is the one that drives the most results. In the 2024 algorithm, a common misconception is that you should be optimizing for click-through rate and watch time. But the truth is the one metric that YouTube looks at when deciding to push any video in the algorithm is viewer satisfaction. And what that means is whether people engage and thoroughly enjoy your video. To increase viewer satisfaction, you have to create remarkable content, and that comes down to the script writing process. Scripting is by far what I spend the most time on, and when done properly, it will make your filming and editing process that much easier. The script will allow you to retain the attention of your viewers and grow your channel exponentially faster. It will make your videos that much valuable and entertaining. Scripting a video is what allows MrBeast to plan out his large sets and decide what stories he wants to tell within his videos. I'm not even kidding, the script could be the difference between you building a 100,000 subscriber YouTube brand versus being stuck at 17 views a video. When it comes to writing a killer script, I split it into 3 sections. Number 1, the hook. The job of the hook is to do 3 things. Match the expectations of the click, create intrigue so that the viewer wants to watch the rest of the video, and lay out what they are going to learn. You have less than 30 seconds before the viewer decides they want to click off or watch the rest of the video. Getting your viewers to watch for longer will result in your content being loved by the algorithm, because YouTube wants to keep viewers on their platform, and your content will be pushed to more viewers. You want to keep the very first line of your hook simple by using a firm statement that goes straight to the point. At this point, you want to create intrigue so that the viewer wants to watch the rest of the video by giving them some context. Now all that's left is for me to meet viewer expectations as to what will be learned in the video. But you don't just want to meet those expectations, you want to exceed them. To do this, you want to leverage this concept called input bias, which basically means because I put a ton of effort into this video, you'll value it more. I've spent the past 5 months researching the biggest creators on this platform. See what I did there? I presented a trade of 5 months of my time for 10 minutes of your attention, which is a completely no-brainer trade for you. This trick has also been used by dozens of other YouTubers like MrBeast and Mark Rober. Now, onto the body. You can write it one of 2 ways. You can write out the whole script word for word, or you can list out the talking point in bullets. What I recommend is to list out the main ideas in bullet points and just talk naturally to the camera. If you follow a script too tightly, you may sound too robotic if you're inexperienced on camera. As for how long the video should be, a good guideline is that the video should be as short as possible, but as long as it needs to be. So that can be around the 10 to 15 minute range. And for the outro, a common mistake that I see many YouTubers make is recapping what they talked about in the video. Doing that hurts retention. If a viewer needs a recap, they can rewind to the part that they missed. You want to keep your outro short. You want to thank them for watching the video, do a call to action for them to like and subscribe, or if you have a related video to direct them to, you can get them to click it at the end of the video. Now that we have the script settled, the next step is by far the simplest, yet most people overcomplicate it. When you are filming the video, you don't need the fanciest background or setup. I mean, I'm literally filming this in front of my computer right now. You just need to make sure that you have good lighting so that the camera can capture your face. If you're feeling fancy, you can buy a nice professional camera and get a boom mic, but what I've realized is that an iPhone works well too. Set your iPhone or camera on a tripod, make sure that the camera is to your eye level, and just hit film. You also don't want it to look like you're reading off a script, so make sure that your eyes don't dart away mid-take. Instead, look at the script, think about what you want to say, and just shoot until you land. Now that we have the raw footage, the very last step is to edit the video. When we're editing the video, we want to focus on pacing. The pacing of the video will determine the speed that we deliver information to the viewer. For example, Ali Abdaal's videos are more informative talking head videos, so it is much more slower paced and chill. Whereas compared that to Eric's videos, it is much more storytelling, it's much more entertainment based, so the videos are much more fast paced and more exciting. The edits should also cut out any mistakes while filming and add visuals to enhance the script. Oh yeah, and the last hidden step that I must mention is that you have to be patient. This YouTube game is a process that takes time and effort, and not everyone is gonna get it on their first try. So don't be discouraged if your first video doesn't get picked up by the algorithm. Give it some time. If you like this video and want to see more in-depth breakdowns like these, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And by the way, YouTube thinks that you should watch this video over here. Let's see if they're right.